Hello, Gemini. Welcome to Moonfire Tarot. I'm Jules, intuitive tarot reader. We are looking into your career, finances, money, advice, all that good stuff today. And I have a couple quick announcements to make before we dive in. First off, I launched my tarot and oracle card reading lessons on intuitive reading video lessons. Super affordable, like $45 for session 1. I think it's $60 for session 2. It's over 3 hours of instruction. I even put myself in the hot seat so you can see live readings and how they resonate, you know what I mean? And I go over like future energies and free will and how everything like kind of works out through years of tarot reading experience. Okay, so there we go. That's one. And the second announcement, I partnered up with Chalkboard Candle Company. I have a lot of, my sister's a teacher, and they help teachers make more money basically through their candles. You purchase a candle, it's a way to thank a teacher. They help them with like cash gifts, and you can nominate a teacher. It's really awesome, and it's an amazing product. I got the bookworm, all right. It's an apple cider donut scented candle, coconut wax, 55 hours of burning time. You can use code Moonfire15. It's amazing. Okay, I feel like I'm smelling a donut, but they do have other scents if you're not into sweet scents. All right, so more like summer, but everything's like teacher themed. So they have hall pass and all these other things. So throwing that out there. Link is in the description box if you guys are interested. Okay, so all that out the way, guys. Let's get into your reading, Gemini. All right, Spirit, talk to me for Gemini. What is coming? Oh, we got gifts and angel guidance. Very nice. That's all about, sorry, it's a deck split. You gotta pay attention to those cards. That is all about uncovering talents. Maybe you're getting a literal gift and being guided. All right, let's see. What is coming up in Gemini energy for career? Spirit, talk to me for our twins, Gemini. It's just nice and strong. What are we starting with? Ooh, putting your demands on the table. Okay. Starting off strong, Gemini, and shedding skin. All right. So let's break this down here. So clearly you're outgrowing something, okay? And you're going to be positioned just how it sounds, putting your demands on the table. That could be asking for a raise, and this can resonate in other aspects of your life as well. But it does look like, I feel like I'm getting the feeling you guys are getting stronger. All right, now I've been picking up a lot of Gemini energy. You guys are in a restoration period overall, for a lot of you. Okay, so this is good energy to see for you guys. Very happy to see that. All right, let's see what else is coming through. Signs from the universe. All right, that goes hand in hand with sometimes with angelic guidance, and you're getting illumination. All right, you are discovering something. You maybe feel like you're getting signs. The universe talks to you in ways that you can understand, but it's going to lead you to something that's been hidden from you, something you're finding out, something that can help you. Okay, let's see. Honest work. All right, you may be stressed out at work right now. This is a card where someone's getting a beer, that kind of feeling. All right, and looking for better work. So some of you may be looking at options, or you're going to go through a period where you may consider it because of things you're discovering. Oh, and you got new life. I'm gonna put that over here by the snake shedding skin. New life is a fresh start. It's a beautiful card. It's a nice, lovely plant on it, but it can scare people sometimes. That could be changing your perspective, tempting job offer, a new place. New life is just how it sounds. So you may be really thinking of really making a lot of big changes right now. Okay, and you have the good luck card coming out. Fortune is on your side. Your fortune may be improving, getting a lucky break soon. And I am seeing strategy being used to get you out of this locked feeling. Okay, so something you're going to find out, looking at options, all this good energy and strategy may be the big implement, because there is this energy of you being able to go after what you want. Because you're outgrowing something, you want more, you're getting stronger. It's at that download, it's just a feeling I'm getting. You're getting stronger, Gemini. And I do see, you're coming out of a position of feeling confused, a lot of unknowns, maybe outside forces are, you're trying to get out of it. Like there's something there that's confusing you. And whenever the moon shows up, that's about trusting your intuition. Okay, Spirit, talk to me more about this energy. Make it work. You do have all the tools you need. Okay, and it's gonna take some courage. Whenever I see courage, is usually an issue. All right, whether it's authority figure or big changes in your life, or stresses, or social pressure, drama, things of that nature. Okay, so like if we kept pulling, I'm sure it'll come out, all right? But there's always something there. So they're telling you it's courage, strategy, okay, looking at your options and realizing you're going through changes right now. All right, that is going to improve. So you're being guided by something. Looks like you are on the right track, Gemini. Yeah, there we go. Bottom of the deck, drama. Okay. That is all about arguments. Okay. Toxic coworkers. Sometimes I see comments where it's like resonating in their personal life as well. When I post on TikTok and stuff, or for clients, things of that nature. So there is energy that you're getting away from, and that's probably why you need the courage, and maybe like some struggles there with people there. But I am seeing adventure. Your life is about to get a lot more interesting, getting excited for the work you do, or just, excited overall, and there we go, cutting ties, deciding what goes and what stays. And I have looking. All right, so this energy is going to hit you guys. This is pointing to a lot of big changes. So if you don't feel this quite yet, it's going to be when you feel it. But it looks like a lot of you are getting there, because you're shedding some skin. You'll be seeing opportunity. All right, let's see what the tarot has to say. Spirit, talk to me for Gemini's energy. And guys, always check your sun, moon, rising, Venus, especially the Venus too, because that can talk about career and love as well. All right. And please like, comment, subscribe, leave a review of the show. If you're tuning in the podcast, I'd love to hear how these messages resonate. Spirit, talk to me. Oh, Queen of Swords. There we go. I had a feeling she would come out again. That is your energy as an air sign, but she was in the bottom of the deck where I left off. But I shuffled, and there she's coming out in the middle. All right, let's see where this goes. All right, so Queen of Swords is about thinking strategically, analyzing, it's setting boundaries, it's communicating something. All right, it does look like a lot of you are rethinking your past. There might have been some hard misfortune, feeling left out in the cold, financial pressure, illness, poverty, things of that nature. But the star is coming out, you're healing. All right, optimism, opportunity, stepping into the light. With judgment, that is a transition card. You're looking at your past and deciding what goes and what stays. And with the Fool, that is things are going. And we got cutting ties, we got looking for work, looking at options. The Fool is taking a leap and starting a new journey. All right, and there's 3 major arcana here, and I only pulled 5 cards from tarot so far. So this is a big pivotal moment that's coming for you in your energies soon. Okay, when a lot of major arcana appears. Bottom of the deck, there's another major arcana, lucky twist of fate, things changing. The universe is shaking things up, especially with that honest work card, drama. The universe isn't going to leave you there for long. And I'm seeing the Page of Cups messages, technically us messages of love, but that's, you may be dreaming again. You may be getting contact, and then I see 4 of Swords, restoration. After a period of thinking about things, you're seeing the light. In this deck, it's a man in a business suit sitting in the grass, a business outfit, office standard outfit, tie, things like that. Barefoot in the grass, though, and the sun shining. I mean, in the Fool, we have the sun shining again. All right, so Spirit, talk to me. Oh, what do we got here? I got the 3 of Cups and 8 of Wands. I'm going to say some of you may be communicating, networking more as fast changes as well. Maybe through that, Spirit, talk to me more. What else does Gemini need to know about this? Talk to me about the Wheel of Fortune. What's going on here? 2 of Pentacles, juggling, getting your priorities in order. Temperance, healing, and moderation. Okay, one step at a time. Another Page of Swords, learning about something. Got the Illumination card. All right, percolating, spying, thinking, It's a little boy with a bunch of brainstorming maps. Right? And that's another thing about, in this deck, strategic solutions. The Page of Swords analyzes the air sign energy again. All right, so it's a combination of dreaming and thinking analytically. You're seeing potential in something. You're percolating over something, Gemini. And I see the High Priestess again with the signs card. That's getting in touch with your intuition, following those gut instincts. 10 of Coins, commitments, financial abundance. All right, lasting security. Boom, with the 4 of Wands, alignment energy, stability. Okay, some of you, you could also also have commitments as well, you know, but this looks like this is what's coming towards you, some type of wish fulfillment if you keep going with this energy, just like that star card. All right, so Knight of Cups, another offer may be coming your way. All right, thinking creatively, putting yourself out there. Spirit, anything else? 10 of Coins, 4 of Wands. Beautiful energy. Oh, the Knight of Cups wanted to come back out. I wasn't sure. I wasn't 100%, but all right, so here we go. Knight of Cups, Nine of Wands, Ten of Swords. Yeah, you guys have come through some type of rough period. Okay, you may be tired, you may be defensive, that honest work hard, you know, maybe life may be throwing you the drama energy, you know, but you're coming out of it. All right, this is what's approaching you. Okay, so it's, you know, it's beautiful energy to see. Spirit, talk to me. What about cash flow for Gemini? I mean, I'm seeing the 10 of Pentacles. Things are definitely about to, you know, get improved. All right, Spirit, talk to me. Cash flow for Gemini. Cash flow for Gemini. Da-da-da-da-da. The Fool again, all right. Taking a leap. Page of Wands again with the pages. You may be talking a lot, Gemini, or you know, some of you may have kids with all these pages. I'm gonna throw that out there. Let me see. Got the Empress, Wheel of Fortune again, and the Chariot. Victory. All right. So new beginnings, taking a leap of faith. You're seeing potential in something. You may be like, so this could be you sending out resumes. All right. Sending out messages. And then I have the Empress, birth of a new age, great for abundance. The Empress is not broke. Gender doesn't matter here. Maybe taking care of yourself as a side note, self-love. I do see a lot of hurt, wounded energy. You're glowing, but she brings in abundance. All right, she's good for business ownership too. Throwing it out there, leadership. Wheel of Fortune, things are changing, but you know, there's something very spiritual about this reading with the Hermit, the intuitive cards, some of the oracle cards that are coming through. The Hermit goes within. You may need some time to reflect and think strategically. Okay, Page of Wands is a more explorative energy too. It's like you got 3 pages showing up here. Okay, so Chariot goes to victory. So take some time to reflect on your financial choices, your financial goals, because there's something that you have within you that is going to lead you to victory with the Chariot and getting focused. And sometimes that's balancing your good energy and like your light and your dark and bringing it together and staying focused and heading towards victory. Okay, so a lot of major arcana coming out actually. So much. All right, Jim, a big point in your life, huns. All right, talk to me about the Wheel of Fortune, the Empress, victory cards, Chariot, Temperance, another one. Hey. All right, so a lot of healing and judgment. Wow. You know, there's some reading styles where you can just use the major arcana, especially when you're first getting started, guys. I should have just pulled from the major arcana for you, Gemini. All right. You're rethinking the past. You're overcoming it. This is a big transitional period, but it starts with your healing, Gemini. And some of you, one step at a time with moderation, temperance can show that. But it's also smoothing out tensions. You know, bringing opposing forces. You did get that drama card showing up in the Oracle card deck where tensions and maybe some friction, rethinking the past, and maybe you guys are getting over it. And you could, 7 of Cups, be realizing your options right now. You know, especially with looking for better work, looking for other opportunities. I just saw 12:12 on my timer for the video, guys. I don't always look at it if you listen to the episode. So that's also a card of alignment, being on the right track. Spirit, talk to me. Anything else about this Judgment and Temperance? 4 of Wands, again, you're coming into alignment, wishes fulfilled, togetherness, some type of stability. It's 11-11 energy, okay? That's marriages, homes, celebrating something in your career, you know, all that good stuff. So you're on the right track, my dears. All right, let's pull some advice for you. Moon Oracle messages, Spirit, for Gemini. This feels strong. What do we got here? Show the world the real you. Yes, you got spotlight cards. Have faith in your dreams. And your hard work is paying off. A fiery climax approaches. Let me see, this one feels strong. It's time to take action. Nothing will come of this situation. Yes, there is something that you guys are cutting ties with, okay? Looking for better work, things of that nature. Or people maybe, you know, that you're just like, I'm not working with these people anymore, you know? Maybe you're talking to your boss. Your commitment is being tested. A new start is coming. Yes, the Fool came up twice. Okay. Starting the cycle over again in a good way. You know, you leveled up some victory here. I do see be bold and make the first move. You got putting your demands on the table. You know, a lot of you maybe really putting yourself out there. All right, Gemini is all around the world. God bless, light and love. I hope, you know, everything works out, and I hope these messages helped. Let me know how they resonate. Take care.